survey that just came out here this week as well. You mentioned some of these bills were filed yesterday. There was a survey that came out this week as well that said 1 in 5 American high school students have vaped marijuana. So I would say.
So Governor Holcomb, you know, I found that survey. I found that survey online that talked about the 1 in 5, but it wasn't 1 in 5. It was right here. There's a link. It came out December 18th. It said that just 5% of 10th graders and 14% of seniors that were surveyed. And so let's talk about your math here, Governor Holcomb. I went over it here, and so I took 2 statistics course and a research course and have a science and mathematics degree from IUPUI along with my nursing degree. And you just can't add percentages for total populations. And here's why. So if you got, and I did this so people can see, if you got freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors, and you have 100 in each class, which add up to 400. You're looking at, and you say that you take 20 from the freshmen, 60 from the sophomores, 40 from the juniors, and 20 from the seniors. You got 140 high school kids. But you just add up the percentages. That doesn't give you 140% of the high school kids. 140 is not 140% of 400. So the way that you do this is, I actually go over it here, is you have to actually do the percentages, and you take the percentage and you take 140 divided by 400, which equals 35%. And so we know that the total population in high school is only going to be 100%. You only have 100% of the kids, you know. And I took a simple sample. You know, you're not going to find a school made of 100 freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors. It just doesn't work that way, usually. Governor Holcomb said there was 20% of the high school kids vape marijuana in America. So in the survey that we have, that he looked at, 5% of the sophomores used marijuana, and 14% of seniors used. So that's 19% if you add them together. That was Governor Holcomb's math. Well, he didn't finish the math. So first of all, you have to know that the populations are equal. And I'm going to assume that sophomores and seniors across the entire United States are pretty similar. So once you have an idea that they're fairly similar, you can divide by 2 and get 9.5%. And that right there, 9.5%, if you round up, is going to be 10%. And 10% is 1 in 10. It's not 1 in 5, Governor Holcomb. So I hope that you can go back and talk to whoever gave you your math and statistics, because, you know, it's misleading. You're just scaring people. You're just trying to scare people with this information, because if this is what you're doing, you know, this is wrong. If your intent is to try to scare people to prevent them from voting for legislation by misleading them with information, I'm sorry. I completely disagree. You know, I like to look at the studies. I like to go through this. And, you know, the media should challenge you on this. And say, hey, let's see this study. Let's see where you're getting this information. And let's go through it with you. Because Hoosiers deserve to know. They deserve to know where you're getting the information. They deserve to know where, you know, where these things are coming from. And if they're wrong, we deserve to know that too. Oh, this is Jason Straw, and I'm signing out. Just checking the facts. Have a great weekend and happy holidays.